Shadowblade here with a new Let's Play. As you can see straight on the screen, Battletech. Now, I have been in love with Battletech since I was a little boy and played the tabletop game, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And Harebrained Schemes has come up with a very unique way to play it, in that it kind of meshes elements of XCOM with the normal Battletech tabletop game. And so it's quite fantastic. We're going to launch right into this campaign. Now, this is the day after it released. I actually played about 4 hours of this and recorded like 4 hours of footage, and then realized that something went wrong and none of the sound of the game sound actually loaded. So I'm like, oh, I guess we'll just try again. So here we go again. I know it's been a while since I've had anything up on the channel. School and moving and work. I changed jobs, and it's just been really, really hectic, but I couldn't say no to Battletech. So here we are in the Inner Sphere, and we'll get the story going. Now, any of you that know Battletech, I know a decent amount of the storyline. I think this takes place in about 3025, which is close to, it's basically the end of the Succession Wars. So we'll see how things go. Bit of a loading screen here. I seem to lose a little bit of load time when I record, so we may have to come in and edit some of these loading screens, but if that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do. But yeah, I definitely want to get back into putting content on the channel. You'll have to let me know. But I'm going to shut up for this cutscene here.
I am Kamea of House Urano, High Lady of the Aurigan Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
All right. I think I remuted. Very cool intro. I love the music in that too. So it's really good. So welcome to the Aurigan Reach, small kingdom in the Rimward periphery. a region of space that lies at the outskirts of a more densely colonized inner sphere. It's home to a Regan coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Regan coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It's here your story begins. Decades ago, so here we get to like set up our background. Decades ago, your family came to the Reach from, and these are kind of the major houses, House Karita, House Merrick. You can read kind of their thing here. I'll go through here so you can pause the video. Federated Sons, or House Davian. The Lyran Commonwealth, headed up by House Steiner. The Capellan Confederation, headed by House Lau. And then we've got the Magistracy of Canopus. The Taurian Concordat, and then we've got things like the Rimward Periphery, which is kind of out on the edges of the Rimward, the known space, and then the Deep Periphery, which is way out. And I kind of like the idea that our family came from this like remote netherworld, although if I had to pick a house, I've always been fairly dedicated to House Karita. Draconis Combine all the way, man. So I'm going to choose this deal, but you are of noble birth through the immigrant. Though the immigrants to the Oregon Reach, my family established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become a de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech, an old Blackjack BJ-1, which is actually a pretty decent mech. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired for a season to train you as a mech warrior. This guy, bad. Looks just mean. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after your 16th birthday when... Now here we can choose and kind of tailor our stuff, and you'll see elements of this throughout the game. But you choose, and you get to choose some of these tactics, or some of these traits. Gunnery helps you hit. Tactics gives you called shot effectiveness and reduces minimum range penalties and indirect fire stuff. Piloting, as you might imagine, helps you pilot better. Actually gives you bonuses to your melee and your sprint distance, which is quite good. Increases the maximum level of evasion possible from movement, so piloting is quite good. And then you got guts, and that's more about your pilot. It's like the maximum health of the pilot, penalty from weapon recoils like autocannon 20s, and how high you can withstand the heat before you overload. So here we can kind of do this. Now, I'm a fan of gunnery, but I like to have this. Man, this is a cool thing. I want this symbol. I want to have gunnery and something else. I like betrayal. I like guts. Guts gives us extra health. Died in an accident. The thing is, we become a mercenary, basically. She was talking in the beginning about us being a mercenary. And when I think about things about how this affects you, you know, your family died in an accident, I don't see you becoming a mercenary. I see you becoming like Bruce Wayne or Batman. More like a vigilante where you have lots of money because even though your family died, you still have all the power and wealth, right? Struck out on your own, maybe kind of a mercenary, bankrupt, maybe, you know, you're kind of indebted and you're working off things, but I see the exile and the betrayal as more of the mercenary route, and these three in the middle don't give me gunnery, so it's kind of a choice between exiled and betrayed. I don't like the idea of stealing our mech, so let's go betrayal. Out on your own, you fell into a life of... So we were betrayed, and you can choose another thing here. Gunnery, guts, more gunnery with a gladiator. That's kind of cool. Inner Sphere Mercenary gives us some tactics. I could kind of see Merchant Guard and pick up the extra piloting. And it's got a sword, which is... I mean, that's us. That's what we do, right? So, let's go Merchant Guard. Escorting a supply caravan to a small outpost on the outskirts of Oregon Reach, you're set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked you up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered a job at House Arano Royal Guard. So it is to find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Kamea Arano. Cool. So, call sign, Shadowblade. Let's be Blade, Wolfhound. Sure. And we're he. He looks... Oh, look at this guy. I like kind of the older deal, but I don't imagine we're that old if we were 16 when all this crap hit us. So let's go... It's a little too mean. Oh, we can customize. All right, let's go with this guy, I think. And then we'll customize him a little bit. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. Makeup. What? No. We'll go with some green eyes. Hair tips. What do we got here? Frost our tips a little bit. Sure. Like, apparently there's no blondes. And look at that. Blue. Purple. Redhead. I guess we'll just go with kind of this lightish brown. Makeup. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we could go. I kind of dig the stripe. Tattoo. We go with them. Like that. It's kind of cool. No. Man, I bet there's tons. Like, if I was going to go with one, I'd go with something like this. Kind of like the, what is it? The Maori tattoo or something like that. But I think, no. We'll just go with plain faced. We'll keep the stripe. Scar. Chickstick scars. We've been mercenarying it up. I see ourselves as kind of like the rich prince forced into a life of a mercenary. You know, his first battle or something, he got beefed up pretty good. Is there I thought camera angle? Yeah. Let's go like this. Should be able to see these scars a little bit better. Nothing too... We don't want to disfigure him. We just want to show that he's been in some stuff. There we go. Little cross-eye scar. Hairstyle. There's one I saw. Is it this one? I think it's this one. It's kind of got the long hair pulled back with the shaved sides. It's hairstyle 5. I kind of dig that. That looks like a ponytail. What? Let's go emo. Mohawk. Top knot. No. Let's go with the 5. I like the 5. Alright, so this will be our guy. This is Shadow. Or this is Blade. And I actually may go with... That's a little too dark. So we have like it's slightly less dark. Yeah. I like it. With the blue tips. That's so bizarre. Here, we'll go something like that. Alright, so that's enough messing around. And I like the goatee deal. I'm sure there's other like full beards and 5 o'clock shadows. But we'll go with the goat there. Yeah. Oh, clothing. Oh, I kind of dig this. Boom. Alright, there's our guy. That's Blade. Wolfhound. Sweet. Spent way too long on that. Alright, so we've got a gunnery 3, piloting 3, tactics 2, guts 3. I like it. Nice little balance. Confirm. The High Lord Tamari Aranos II is dead. The Aurigan Reach is left an uncertain crossroads, once prosperous. It is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize power under a single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble lady Kamea Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Orana's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raja Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. So at this point, we're going to get into a little bit of a tutorial. I'm going to kind of rush through it a bit. Because I've done it a couple times, and it's just easier to kind of go over and talk about mechanics while we're doing things. If both legs are destroyed, a mech is removed from combat. Yeah, 3 ways to kill a mech. A, you kill the pilot by blowing up the head or damaging the pilot enough so that he dies. B is you take out their center torso, which contains their engine. Without an engine, a mech can't move. And C is to take out both legs. Because obviously, mech can't move if his legs are blown up. Interestingly enough, that also determines how much salvage you can get from a mech. If you blow up his center torso, you only get 1 piece. If you leg him, you'll get 2 pieces. And if you kill the pilot, you'll get 3 pieces.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so it's just doing some, hey, you can do stuff. So basically...
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty. Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. But my gut tells me something's off. And a warrior trusts their instincts.
All weapons committed.
Boom. You can kind of see a little bit there that we'll get a little bit of lag sometimes when there's a lot of stuff on the screen.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
All weapons committed.
Target dummy. This one's like saying the rear of vehicles and maps are most likely less armored, which is true. You can see up here it's 7 armor, up here it's 71. Up there at the top, the white is the armor, the gray is their internal structure, so a lot easier to kill from behind. And that's true with most vehicles and all mechs.
Enemy unit destroyed.
So the way that you notice that when I move, the facing kind of matters. Now he's going to want me to test out my jump jets. Again, I'm going to face both of these enemies so that not presenting my back. Now jumping does increase your heat, as you saw that heat.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Now, jump jets do not always produce that much heat. In fact, it's very minimal, but it's wanting to prove that point. You can see how I'm glowing. Plasma leak, jump jet malfunction, jump jet system damage. So, no jump jets for this mission. Now he wants us to melee this guy. Now you can see down here, melee typically has a high percentage chance to hit, which is nice. And it does damage equal to, I believe, the tonnage. So with a 40-ton mech, you do 40 points of damage. No, that can't be right. I think it depends on certain things. If you have like an arm actuator, you'll get more damage done with melees, things like that.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Now he wants me to sprint, which uses both my actions. So you kind of have 2 actions per turn. Typically a move action and then your firing action. When you sprint, you use your firing action to move again, so. And you build up these little chevrons. Those chevrons, each chevron gives you like minus 10% chance to be hit. That's what he was saying here, is that's why he shot at me and missed both of them. But each time you get targeted...
Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
So that's Kamea. Whenever you get targeted, you lose a pip of evasion. So we'll move over here. And that should, I think, end the tutorial. Alright. So basically we're meeting up with Kamea to escort her down the road of succession to the city, to the throne, in her mech and in our mechs, which is like a family tradition. The Gravewalkers have worked both for and against every major noble house for centuries. So during the load screen, it's kind of cool. You do get some of these cool little tidbits of information.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters. And the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Orana will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
For the Directorate. So that was Uncle Espinoza. You can see things are not going our way. Because no game ever starts with the main bad, or main... the main superhero guy saying, I've got a bad feeling about this, and nothing happens. Like, can you imagine Han Solo saying, I've got a bad feeling about this, and then nothing happens? Like, I guess I was wrong. This is kind of important. Chance to hit with missiles is for each missile. Which is kind of nice. Which means that even though you've got spread damage, you can get some damage going.
Command interface initiated.
All right. Let us move forward. I'm gonna miss this, Raju. This clarity of purpose I feel in cockpit of Battletech. The simplicity of it all. But there they are, just up ahead, the city gates and my future all laid out before me. Wait, what's that smoke? A guard post, one of the small ones that dot the roads leading into the capital, but the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I haven't heard anything about any fire.
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Alright, so let's look at each of these guys. He's got LRM's AC-10, which are pretty decent range, so range long, range extreme, and then standard ranges for the medium lasers. So he's kind of got a good balance of stuff.
Roger
Let's
that.
move him up. She's got standard, a little bit of long, but LRM 5s is not much. Some sort of explosion. Looks recent too. Do you think it's an accident? No chance. See the scorch marks in the rubble? That's a laser fire. We need to get you out of here, Kamea, right now. Yes, I think you're right. There's a patrol of Royal Guard mechs up ahead. We should go to them.
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation.
And then our guy has a bunch of medium lasers and then some really extreme range AC-2s.
That I have no doubt.
The stock Blackjack can actually put out quite a significant amount of damage. Any of you Battletech vets will notice that the damage ranges are totally weird. So normally, like our guy had, so like right here, AC-10, in the tabletop game, AC-10 meant it would do 10 damage. Now it does 60 damage. A medium laser did 5 damage. Now it does 25 damage. LRMs would do 1 damage per missile. Now they do 4 damage per missile. So they've kind of stepped up the damage values, but they've also increased armor values as well. So let's see here. Wouldn't mind taking the high ground, but I think I'll do that with my guy because he seems to be a little bit slower than these guys.
Roger.
Yes, you break buildings with giant 40, 50-ton mechs. Go figure.
Confirmed.
Alright.
I'll do what you ask.
And then we'll put him... Now with here, you can see now, the farther we go, the more evasion pips you can see up here by where sprint is. We build up. And then there's like this little symbol right here. That means we're in the trees and we'll take 25% less damage, which you can see on the left there in the tooltip. But since sprint is our default movement ability, that means that there's not really any combat expected for the time being. However, I don't trust these guys at all, because why would they be out here if not for us to kill them? So what I'm actually going to do, since he's kind of longer range, I'm going to actually move her up in here and have her kind of spawn, maybe start this. And what we'll do is we'll put her in this tree with 4 pips of evasion, which will give her a lot of protection. Hail, Mastiff. Hail, Lady Arana. We are preparing for Lady Arana's coronation parade when we got word of a disturbance along the Cormorant Road. A guard post behind us was attacked. Sir Raju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye, all the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Sir Raju. We'll fall in behind you and guard your 6. I ain't letting you come behind me. Tell me something, guardsman. If the road is clear, why is your battle mech damaged? Our mechs are overdue for maintenance, but that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Arana's safety. Now, my lady, if you'll come with us. No, you're lying to us. It's my coronation day. No mech tech would have sent you out in the parade, or for parade duty in that condition. I'm your sovereign, sir. You will tell me what happened here. Damn it, girl. We don't have time for this. Take them. Kill the old man and the mech warrior, but take Lady Arana alive. Oh.
Get behind us.
Traitorous bastages.
You train me to cower, Raju. You train me to fight.
Safety disengaged.
Alright. So he's come into melee,
Armor holding.
which is silly, because he's a light mech.
Talk to me.
I want to put him somewhere where he can... Because I'm not worried about that panther here. It's light, and she has so much, like, oomph damage up close. So let's see. Are you in... Oh, yeah. I got some... You can see here I've got really good percentages. He's also probably very high up with his gunnery skill. So I'm going to put him here, and I'm actually going to unload into this guy. Also, because he hasn't moved, the Panther has a bunch of evasion pips.
Confirmed.
Oh, bye-bye. That opened up some structure points. Yes, come closer. Ooh. That actually did some damage.
Lucky bastard. That was a solid hit.
Alright, what I'm going to do is move my guy right here. Now, he's got some evasion pips, but you see how many weapons we've got? It's beautiful. I've also got a bit of a height advantage. Could go after the Panther, but... he's got more, so... let's just dump it into this guy. See, you can see he's already exposed in the center, his leg. We've got a good chance of doing some damage, knocking him down maybe. Oh, right in the center. SRM.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Alright, so we've got Kamea here.
What you need.
I could punch this guy in the face, or I could unload a bunch of missiles and pain into this guy. What I may do, though, is a little bit of both. This will give her damage reduction. Yeah, look at those percentages. That's painful. So let's do this.
I'm on the move.
Now I've got the back of this panther. So if you look here, his back has like no armor whatsoever. So basically, 50 or more damage is going to really eat that up. So what I can do with her is I can actually do a multi-target. And I think what I'll do is I'll pump in like 2 of these SRM-6s into his back. And put the rest into this guy.
Copy that.
Yeah. Boom.
Reporting a critical strike.
Put a lot of damage in there. Now, I might have been able to take out the Panther.
Orders?
With like a melee strike, but... So I think here what I want to do...
Fall in behind me.
I believe if I take out the Panther, I'll get a chance to move before this other guy. Not sure though. He's really hurting. The Panther has no rear armor. He's got a large laser in his right arm, which is pretty significant damage. But I think we go after this guy and put him down.
Aye, aye.
Wow, he's still not dead. You gonna melee again? Nope.
Damage minimal.
Damage minimal.
You have my attention.
Yeah, she's got a lot of armor. So, since he's already gone, let's worry about this guy. This is probably going to be overkill, but
Nice job, kid. One fewer hostile on the board.
now you might notice that like none of those shots actually hit his center torso, but when you hit parts of the mech that are gone, all the damage flows inward. So if you hit a right arm that's missing, it'll go into the torso. If you hit a torso that's missing, it'll go into the center torso, and so on and so forth.
Standing by.
Now she could punch him for 70 damage, or she could get behind him again. Maybe.
I'm on my way.
And if we look at his back here, it's got nothing. 22, 38, center 38, yeah. I think for heat purposes, we just dump our SRMs into him.
The advantage is mine.
Good hit.
the wrong side.
Mm-hmm. Come here. Can you hear me? Alexander, we just attacked the Royal Guard. My own guardsmen trying to take me prisoner. What is happening? It's happening here, too. The Royal Guard are killing one another in the halls. Lord Caroso's house guard just got gunned down in front of me. The tourney pavilion is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these seditionists, or whoever they are, steal my birthright. We need to rally every loyalist we can find and make a push on the capital. I'll take the throne by force if I must. Go to Rotorua Township, to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rally point. I've heard Lord Decimus send his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here. I've got to move. Rally what force you can and meet me at the tourney grounds. Be safe. You heard a Mastiff. Rotorua Township. We'll go there, rally our fighters, and march on the southern gate with an army at our back. Kamea, I know that you and Lord Medea are friends, but we can't take what he told you on faith. Right now we don't know who we can trust. In this case we do. Alexander's been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. His loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life and yours. Now take me to the armory. As you command, my lady.
Traitors in the guard. And I fear this is only the beginning. Follow me. Keep close and remember your training.
Alright, we're
Things
gonna
are likely to get ugly between here and there.
sprint a little bit. Oh, we've got tanks. Hello. I'm like way back here.
Full throttle.
This is what comes of low piloting and not very maneuverable mechs.
Reading you loud and clear.
Hello, tank. Oh, all I can hit you with are LRMs? That's unfortunate.
Discharging weapon.
A little bit of damage on him.
We've got company.
You hit the building. Well done.
Talk to me. Moving out.
All right. So with you, you're already hurt in the front. So I'm just going to give you that AC-10.
Damn you for making me do that, son.
Couple of dead
Brave,
tanks.
I'll give you that much.
I'm listening.
Me, I'm just going to sprint forward because
Full throttle.
I'm so far behind.
Standing by. I'm on it.
it's you. I'm gonna pull off some of these guys. Cool down, maybe all of them. Just try with the lasers and the lerms. Gotcha.
Vehicle destroyed.
Oh, here comes another one. Those look like SRMs.
You've got my attention. Aye, aye. Here we go.
Nice. ACs are actually, they're quite strong. They have good range. They have a decent amount of punch. The problem is they are so heavy. Like, they're ridiculously heavy.
Affirmative.
Oh no. No. We're too late.
Roger.
Come here, can you read me? It's Espinosa, your uncle. Do you hear me? Espinosa is usurping the throne. It can't be, my uncle, Victoria. Come here, I just watched an Espinosa Battletech plow through an alley full of civilians. This is happening, and it's happening now. Your loyalists have fallen back to the market district. That's where they're making their stand. What's left of the Royal Guard are doing their best, but there's something wrong with their battle mechs. Wait, what's that sound? Oh, gods.
Alexander!
All friendly units must survive.
Copy that.
It's over, Kamea. Your ascendancy, the Urano legacy, all of it. Victoria, what have you done? You know, Kamea, for years I loved you like a sister, but then my father helped me see it, your family's complacency. What it's done to the Reach, our nation dwindles like a dying star, and House Urano is to blame. My father offered you a path to glory. I'd have fought under your banner proudly, served as your strong right hand. It was like a knife in my heart when you turned him away. Damn it, Victoria, I taught you better than this. You taught me lies. Kamea, for the love that I once bore you, I'm going to give you a chance to surrender. I'll even spare that old man and his mech warrior if you stand down now. I don't want you to see you hurt, but you cannot be allowed to rule. I'll see you hanged for this, Victoria, you and your father both. Do you hear me? You're traitors to the Reach, and I will fight you to the last. Then you truly are a fool. I'll spare you in spite of yourself, but you've cost your royal escort their lives.
Attention, all Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria Espinosa. Lady Urano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command. Fail to follow these instructions, and you will have me to deal with.
Alright, we can do some hurt on this cicada. The spider and the locust I'm not too worried about.
Roger that.
Oh, man.
What a waste.
That thing was weak.
Better me than Lady Arano.
Mm-hmm. Except she's got the heavier... Oh, death from above.
You'll have to do better than that, whelp. Gods, that shot went internal.
Alright, death from above is when you jump on another mech. It can do a lot of damage, but it also hurts you quite a bit. If you... Oh... Let's go... Yeah. If you can see here, his legs, basically all of the armor, and they're almost completely destroyed. Each one of them has 2 hit points left. So it's very dangerous. I'm going to try and take him out. I think Lady Arano can take the beer can, the locust, without incident. Yeah, he's on his butt.
Tell me what you need.
And then with Lady Arano... I think I'll do this. Get into the side of him here.
I'll make it happen.
Because if you can hit him from the side, the flank shots are actually quite good because all the damage goes to that side, usually. Which means you have a good chance, especially with these low armored little lights, of just going just tons straight into their center core by blowing through all of this stuff fairly easily. We're going to just make sure he goes down.
Target eliminated.
Yeah. Basically just destroyed the entire thing.
Attention, citizens of Coromadir.
I'm just going to step on him.
This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous...
Yeah, I don't want to listen to that guy.
Battle mech.
Come here, do you read me? Alexander, thanks God, I thought I lost you when the bombs fell. You very nearly did, Kamea. The city's lost, we have to get off this planet, and we need to do it now. I can't abandon Korra, Madeira. It's my home, my birthright. The battle's over, Kamea. Lord Madeira has the right of it. It's time for you to run. Escape from this madness and live to restore the Coalition another day. You're both right. My uncle has won. The Reach is his. We'll mourn for it later, the both of us. For now, we need to move. I have a dropship waiting at Shepherd's Pass. I'm on my way there right now. Hurry and meet me there, please. We're on our way.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. We will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
Yeah, that thing I interrupted is basically her uncle saying, I've taken control.
Talk to me.
Don't do anything stupid and you'll survive. You know. That old chestnut. Oh, he took out my AC-10? That jerk face. Okay.
Roger that.
Yeah, that was a lucky... That was a lucky DFA there. Just managing my heat a little bit.
Destroyed.
I hear
You
you.
see heat over here. She has a lot of firepower, but her mech runs so hot.
We have incoming hostiles.
So let's get rid of the lower chance stuff. Actually, let's not fire any of our SRMs.
Reporting one less vehicle.
You've got my attention.
Got to be a little bit careful with him. I don't see any more enemies. So I'll move us up a little bit. Get into this forest. Actually, maybe I should sprint and get some pips going. This is your last chance, cousin. Don't make me order your death. Do what you must, betrayer. Headstrong fool to the end. Damn you for this. Captain House, destroy them. Mastiff, my cousin, all of them. Leave no survivors.
As you command, my lady.
As you command, my lady. Oh, you missed. And you missed again. Because minus 40% accuracy. And that's my turn.
I'm listening.
And I'm coming in to just own your face. What is this? Oh, there's turrets. Alright, we'll have to deal with turrets. But that's okay. Wow, he's got a lot of anti-pips too. That's unfortunate. What has she got? Breaching shot? Ignores cover and guarded. Okay. So maybe what I'll do... something a little bit different. Let's move her in here. And if we multi-target... we've got crazy good chances on these turrets. It requires 100 damage basically to destroy them. So how much damage can we put? 20 plus 50 is 70. Oh, I can't hit B with these things. Okay. Never mind. Then I'll put... ooh, that's going to overheat me. Eight times 6 is 48. I think that's just shy. I think we'd need a medium laser. So And that's really bad. Let's do this. It'll knock a pip off of him, and we should kill that turret.
I'll do what you ask.
Yes. Oh, and it hit. Nice.
Orders?
Alright, Mastiff, since you poop and lost your freaking best weapon. Let's, can I get you in the forest anywhere with some pips? No. Actually, you know what might be better? Is this. If we sensor lock him, it'll drop 2 of his pips, so only be at a -10 to hit, which will allow our guy to actually do some decent damage. But I think I'd rather do something like this. Since heat's not really a problem. Yeah. And we got one. Got a little bit of damage on him. I think we hit with every missile. Nice. We gotta be careful with him because all friendly units must survive. And he's kind of hurt. If we look at him, yeah. His left torso, he's taking some oomph. But this guy didn't move. That's worse because we got some instruction there. Let's just come in and show them the meaning of pain. Yeah, really good chances to hit here. We should get some good damage. Some structure exposed. Beauty. Kamea.
You have my attention.
Man, she's so hot. I mean, not hot. I mean, she's kind of hot too, but she's so hot here. I'm tempted to overheat her, but I think that would be foolish. Still overheating. Can get 2 SRMs on her, or an SRM and 2 lasers. It's about the same damage. But this does a bunch of stability damage, so let's do the SRMs. And 1 laser? Oh, yeah. Ride the edge.
Affirmative.
got my attention.
I'm going to try and move him out of range of what's his face.
Follow my lead.
Oh, this is bad. I'm actually presenting him with my worst, or the not good arm, which makes it easier for him to get into the center torso. So that's not fantastic. And then I'll keep putting some lerms on that turret. One more salvo should take that out. But yeah, I think he's going to come over here and try and take out. But he missed a lot of his good stuff, so that's good. You know what? Let's do this first. Let's start with her. I'm going to have her come in and punch him. Because her heat's so high, that'll help dissipate it. It'll also do quite a bit of stability.
I'm moving out. Closing into melee range.
Oh, if I could attack him with my guy, that'd be awesome. I need my jump jets. Dang it. Maybe.
Weapons committed.
Oh, got his leg. And his center. He's dead.
Enemy mech destroyed.
He did. She can take that. That's good. Alright, Mastiff. Let's just have you shoot this guy.
Confirmed.
Boom!
Target destroyed.
There we go. Now we just got to get into this little box here.
Copy that.
Just brace.
Flushing heat.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could do that. So if you just click on yourself during the move, it'll allow you to just or just turn in the direction you want to face. Let's bring him over here and because I assume any threat's going to come from this way. Thank the gods you made it, Command. Captain Halverson's prepping the engines now. In another 5 minutes, we'll be ready to depart. 5 minutes, a long time. Shadowblade, you see Lady Arano to the docking ramp when she's aboard. Come back to me and we'll hold this pass against whatever comes.
Thank you, Sir Raju. Thank you both. I won't forget what you've done for me today. I promise you that.
Alright, so let's get her here. And I guess, yeah.
Acknowledged. I'm moving.
Oh. All units advance. I want you to take down that dropship. Destroy everyone and everything that stands in your way. Oh. Hello, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mechs. 2 full lances. Alright, Shadowblade, I trained for this. We'll fight side by side, watch each other's backs. Above all else, we'll keep Lady Arano safe. Protect the dropship. It's all that matters. Warning, engine heat critical. Warning, error, shutdown initiated. Error, reactor offline. Weapons offline. Systems inoperable. Trouble with your blackjack, Shadowblade? Shame. That's been happening to a lot of Royal Guard Battlemechs lately. You have numbers on us and you've resorted to sabotage and you're gloating about it? You've got no honor, you vicious little brat. Not you nor your backstabbing father. Shut your mouth, old man. My father's a great man and I swear to all the gods you will suffer if you insult him again. Your father's a coward and so are you. Shadowblade, I want you to eject. Now, punch out. You're no good to anybody in a broken mech and I won't let you die today. Eject, mech warrior, now. That's an order. Now come for me, Victoria. Your teacher is waiting. Come and show me what you've learned.
Mission successful.
All right. That didn't go well. Brace your destabilized mechs to prevent something. Melee attacks don't generate heat. So that's why I punched with her when she was at maximum heat. Try to help her cool down a little bit so she could shoot all those lovely short-range missiles. Oh no. Eight hours later, high orbit Coromadir. Easy there, Blade. You took a nasty crack on the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name is Darius Oliveira. I'm the XO of the Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to House Arama. We did some work for High Lord Tamati way back when. I'd introduce you to Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the Market District when the bombs fell. He didn't make it. If it wasn't for your company, I'd be dead too. That's probably true, but don't mention it. After seeing what happened to Markham, it didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. When we picked up your broadcast in the emergency band, we knew we had what we had to do. What about Mastiff? Did you find him? We found his mech. It was completely cored out. Nobody survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Siraj earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for us all. Were you able to recover my blackjack? Yeah, our mech tech hauled what's left of it into the mech bay. It isn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, Yang can fix just about anything. Try not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech shows sign of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number on the reactor. Punching out was the right move. So what happens now? Well, things aren't looking so hot around here, and what with the coup and all, House Espinosa's directorate is the new de facto government of the Oregon Reach. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Arano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed on takeoff. It's all over the news. Damn, what a waste. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of Oregon territory. I've already booked transport on the first jump ship out. We're heading to a nice quiet stretch of independent space all the way across the frontier on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about how we're going to pay for it later. Now, according to the info on your blood shit, you've got family in the deep periphery. I'm afraid that's going to make getting you back there difficult. There aren't many freighter captains who are willing to travel that far from the inner sphere. So the way I see it, you've got a couple of options. You could stay with us for the long haul if you wanted. That's option A. Or when we get where we're going, or no, you can stay with us. When we get where we're going, we can drop you at the nearest planet. Maybe you can make a place for yourself there. Of course, I'll need you to pitch in your share for the fuel plus food, lodging, repairs with your mech. Fair's fair after all. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. Wouldn't take you too long to work off your debt, and you ran with Mastiff, so I know you've got chops. Think it over, sleep on it. You've had a hell of a day, and we've got a long road ahead. 3 years later. 3 years later? Holy crap. All right, guys, this is going to do it for this opening episode. I hope you guys are enjoying it. This has been a fantastic game so far, and I'm really looking forward to this playthrough. Lots of fun. The game really starts to open up at this point, so that's kind of why I did this long episode, to get the beginning of the main story kind of out of the way, and those opening missions. We'll have another mission ready for us when we come back, but if you enjoyed it, tap on that like button. It helps me out and helps out the channel, especially the first in a series. And if you really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe for more. Either way, I want to hear from you, so leave me a comment down below how you think the game looks, how you think it is, what fun you think we can do. But until next time, I've been Shadowblade. You guys stay sharp.